Okay, let's find out what the technical, what the charts are indicating. Ashwini Gujral, Mitesh Thakkar, Rajat Bosa with us. Ashwini, this is a band-aid sort of on a really big wound for now at least. Do you think this is at best just a trading rally that we're seeing, at least on names like Bank of Maharashtra and OBC?
See, the problem is that not only on PSU banks, they were anticipating this and, it's come and now is the time to take profits off. I think even on the market, there is hardly any follow-through, and the entire NBFC rally is going to get reversed because chances are they don't get their 40,000 crores. But the main issue for me is that within the first hour or so, we've not been able to make fresh highs, and the way this is going, this rally may get into the red at some point. So there's a good time to get short, at least on the bank Nifty. The rupee is weakening, and I don't think we are getting beyond this 10,820, 850. And somewhere, market is pricing in that the US rally may also face some sort of resistance. So that way, the market overall is failing to show follow through. PSU banks anyway, things which ran up because of the news, chances are going to give up. But PSU banks plus NBFCs are going to take the Bank Nifty lower. Although they are not constituents, but they'll put pressure.
No, I take your point that, this is the long-awaited news, and now we know it is 10,000 crore. So the market will more or less guess the subsequent moves in a Bank of India or in a Bank of Commerce. So perhaps the need to continue to make long positions is not there because the news is out. So it's buy on rumor and probably sell on news that you will see over here. Mitesh, how would you approach PSU banks and generally your trades at 10?
Well, I think, I did mention that 10,820, 850 would be a difficult zone. I think we are seeing at least some kind of pause over there. So for the time being, we'll avoid the index. I haven't shorted, but on stock-specific basis, the bias still remains more on the long side. I have right now a buy on Tata LXI. It's moved up slightly, but around 1,002.3 can be bought with a stop at 991 for targets of 1,030. And Union Bank is something which I liked, but I'll change it to Concor. I think that's showing more momentum. Buy with a stop at 659 for targets of 695. And I do like a lot of PSU banking stocks. I think the traction is clearly visible, and I think they will see some more trading upsides. Oriental Bank of Commerce is just coming out of this consolidation between 92 to about 95, and I think it could possibly head towards 100, 304. Bank of Bazaar was a call yesterday. I remain positive there as well.
Okay, in fact, some of those stocks are now coming off. OBC, after that initial rally that it saw, OBC has actually come off from the high point of trade, and names like Bank of Baroda, in any case, are down about 0.5% or so. Let's even see the chart of Bank of Maharashtra. As a 15 rupee stock, it had an initial uptick, but I think it's also coming off a little bit. Let's just get that chart up for you. Rajat, what would you do here? It looks like, it's hard to catch the move either way on PSU banks. Would that make you a bit wary? Would you stay away?
I would say most of these banks have already rallied anticipating this kind of move that the government has taken. Now, I agree with Ashwini that the rally is more or less through, and probably some profit taking can be expected. That this was what the traders anticipated. Now it has come and they would book profits. That is most likely. So I do not like to go long in any of these public sector banks as at today's context. And but overall, one thing I would like to mention, that I'm not expecting the market to really crash below 10,780 immediately. That's a strong support now that it has moved above that. And one more thing, what is giving me confidence is that NSE 500, out of which 143 stocks are trading more than 1% there in that NSE 500, and only 8 stocks are below 1% there. So that means the selling is not shaping up as such, although buying is a bit muted since the morning. But still we can expect more things to happen. I've chosen 3 stocks. Godrej Consumer Products, I would put a stop loss below 798.80, 817.5 and 825 are the 2 targets, and Tata LXI, 1022, 1029 and 1037 are my targets. It's actually reversing its downtrend. 998.80 is my stop loss. And finally, a positional call. This stock it has been performing even when the market was going down. KNR construction, I would put a stop loss below 214 and targets would be 233 and 239, but today I'm expecting it to test 225-26 levels.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rajat, for all your trading ideas. Ashwini, we didn't get your other non-PSU trading ideas.
See, one of my habits is, kite flying. And rupee is depreciating. I think some kind of, fiscal problem is coming in because we should be outperforming the globe, right? We are the big guys who got everything in their favor. Here we have Bank Nifty getting into the negative. Not very comforting. And the short trade is working. So that means something is getting priced in because overall globe is positive. And here, Bank Nifty is up hardly 12, 13 points. And people are trapped on the long, on the upside. So my sense is that today we may again be in for a surprise like yesterday. I don't know, you're the expert. BPCL is a sell with a stop of 365, target of 350. LIC Housing is a sell with a stop of 486, target of 470. And Tata Elxsi is a buy with a stop of 995, target of 1035.
Okay, actually, Ashwini, there were a couple of times I wanted to say that the bond yields are reflecting the rise in crude prices and the rise in the dollar as well, the fall in the rupee. Now, after Lakshman's story, that another 50,000 crore could be spent, or maybe even 1 lakh crore in terms of a farm distress mitigation program, there would be a little bit of a worry. The Reserve Bank is standing ready to buy all of that. They have a 2 lakh crore announcement of OMOs. But nevertheless, the market would worry that, there has been a little bit of an uptick to an expected fall in inflation. So 7.30. Remember, we went all the way down to 7.22 and then we were at 7.25 for a better part yesterday on the bond yield. Now it's 7.3. So there is that bit of, as if it is 7.3 or 7.32, as we get into December 31, that is when the mark-to-market gains are calculated. So if you expected the gains to be much more at 7.22, some of it has gotten shaved off because of the higher crude prices. So I'm not surprised that the Bank Nifty rally is, more than the Bank Nifty, the PSU Bank rally itself will be a little affected by this rise in yields as well. I mean, Ashwini, that point is taken. Bank Nifty is in the red. Mid-caps also are just about flat today, clinging on by the skin of their teeth to the green, and even the gains in the Sensex and the Nifty kind of evaporating a bit.
Oh yes, very, very volatile right now. Bank Nifty in the red. We'll do one thing, we'll take a short break, but up next, we will rewind the clock on the steel sector and see how it's performed this year. Do stay tuned in.